Hi, my readers and writers. I'm going to do something a little different today. So I'm doing a little bit of a video on your writing time for journaling and choosing a topic. So when it comes time for you to sit down with your journal, what I want you to do is always be armed with two things. Well, probably more than two things. You're going to grab your personal word wall that you should have filled out. Mine's empty, but you should have a lot of words that you've been, all of those sight words, those high frequency words we've been working on, and then any other words you've been noticing that you've been adding to your list, so you can always reference back to that for your writing time. And then you can also have your writing topic chart, because when you have those moments where you're like, I do not know what to write about, you can look at this to get some ideas. So today what we're going to focus on is we're going to be talking about choosing a big topic, and then from the big topic we're going to narrow it down to a smaller topic. Then we're going to map it out. So I am going to look at my writing topic chart, and I'm going to pick a big topic from this. These are all the big topics. Now I already had time to think about this before we started the lesson, and I decided that I wanted to do, now it's backwards on here, so I wanted to do the outdoors. So that's my big topic. So I'm going to write that up at the top in my favorite color, blue. So I choose outdoors. Now that's my big topic. Now what made me think of that was I want to tell a story about how I went on a hike at Devil's Lake with Iachi. So my small topic is going to be, I'm not going to just talk about the outdoors. That's a huge thing to talk about. I'm going to talk about hiking. So then I would write my small topic is hiking. Now, good writers, what writers do is they think of an idea. So I have my idea. I'm going to write about hiking. Then the next thing that we're going to do is you have to start organizing your thoughts, because if someone were to go and read your writing, you want it to be so that they can follow it and they can understand. So I'm going to organize my thoughts about what I did with hiking. So let me just tell you about my day. Mrs. D and I rode to Devil's Lake, which is just over by Wisconsin Dells, and we were going on a field trip with Iachi. A lot of this, there was 100 people there, and we went on this hike around Devil's Lake. So it's a lake, but they have these beautiful bluffs. And the first part of our hike, we had to climb all the way to the top, up these rocks. You had to climb up the rocks to get to the top, and then we hiked around to the north part of the lake, and then we stopped, and then we hiked the rest of the way, and the rest of the trail was flat. We just stayed on the lower part right by the lake, so you'd like walk between rocks, and it was beautiful. And there was beautiful fall colors. The leaves were changing, and we had beautiful pictures taken, and it was a great time seeing all the other students from Iachi. So that's what happened to me. So now you know what I want to write. So now I'm going to think about, okay, well, what are the three parts of my journal entry that I want to write, my story? Well, I know the beginning part is Mrs. D and I went to Devil's Lake. Now, when I map it out, I don't have to write the whole thing, because I'm going to be writing it again on my actual sheet of paper. So I could just write Mrs. D. And Mrs. I know is spelled M-R-S. I could write Mrs. D, and then I could also put Devil's Lake. And I know how to spell Devil's Lake. But if you didn't, you could either sound it out, or you could look it up. You and your learning coach could just look it up to see. Then my middle part of the story is I'm going to write about the hike, and I'm going to write about how we had to climb up a big hill of rocks. So I'm just going to put hill of rocks. Hill. Now of, it sounds like it should be UV, but though that's one of the